spectrum from focus on the person, you as the planter, to focus on the project and so we got the who and the what on this line. So this is not like industry standards or anything, but it's just a way to wrap your head around like the difference between a coach, a mentor, and a project manager. So Sean, I added that to the curriculum here today because cool. Many or most of you will be working with a P4P project manager. So it's helpful probably for our discussion here today to even consider like, how does that even fit into the mix? Yeah. So mentor, Joan, I think you said this well, is, sorry, Hoagland, two Joes. Yeah, it will lean more towards person focus. So there will be not completely disinterested in the project details and progress and that kind of stuff, but a mentor would typically focus on you and your character. We'll focus on the who. By contrast, on the other end of the spectrum, your project manager is going to focus on the project details. There'll be an implementer, there'll be a doer. They don't not care about you, but they're going to lean towards focusing on the details and the what. And so the coach kind of rides both of those. So they're concerned about the outcomes of the project, but they do that through helping you as the leader expand your capacity and learn and challenge and grow. So it's a little bit of both. They sometimes maybe will go to one end or the other of the spectrum, but generally will be encompassing both. A different way of looking at it, as if you imagine this matrix, north and south, we got asking versus telling. And then east-west, we have backward-looking or past-looking problems or forward and future-looking solutions. So where would you put, well, let me give you a free one first. Counselor. So if you're going to see a counselor or a therapist, they're going to ask you questions about your past, about your childhood or your wounding or those kinds of things. So they're going to be primarily past-focused and asking, not telling you what to do. Right? So where on that grid would you put mentor?
And Patrick, since I'm late, you might have already talked about this, but do you know that we can see your notes and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, cool. Just making sure.
You guys got a crib sheet.
Yeah.
If you need it, if your screen's big enough.
Yeah.
Could that be solution? A mentor could be part of the solution?
Yeah, generally is mentor would be future looking and a little bit more telling, like they're bringing some of the expertise, like, hey, when I planted a church, I did this kind of a thing. Coach is going to float more in this quadrant. They're going to ask more than tell. So again, they're going to ask you the hard questions. They're going to draw out of you. They're going to challenge you with new thoughts and new perspectives. But the coach isn't going to be looking backwards so much. They're going to be helping you with forward progress. They're going to be helping you with finding solutions and overcoming problems on a forward moving basis. What do you put in the lower left-hand quadrant? Somebody that's going to tell you about the problems in your past.
Other planters?
Maybe, yeah. In the world of like people that you can hire, that might be something like a consultant. Like, let me tell you about what you did wrong, towards getting a solution. But yeah, certainly learning from others' experience is an important part of this process. And then a couple others will throw in both your project manager and trainer. It's going to be a little bit more towards, let's think about the future and how to equip you, but lean towards like, here's useful information, here's useful content I'm telling you of my expertise, as opposed to asking. And of course, none of these are absolutes, but this maybe will help you kind of map out, oh yeah, I'm meeting with my mentor now, as opposed to my coach. So this is the world that I can live in, or the kind of support that I should be looking for.